Hey, yo, what's good, man? Thank y'all for tuning in to another episode of Matchmaker. And tonight, I believe I will have a guest. I'm not sure yet, but before we go ahead and get started, y'all know, man, when I'm by myself, I like to educate just a little bit, slightly, and come up with some, just some words of encouragement, some business stuff, and yeah, go ahead and hit the like button. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. Make sure y'all, share it. And also go to the YouTube, man, and definitely hit that subscribe button. I've been appreciating y'all support. I thank y'all for y'all support. And yeah, man, so I wanted to talk about the parents who were in a child's life, right? The men who are trying to spearhead their child's future, right? But there are some things that's not being taught, right? They're heavily involved in the things that are physical, which is on the field. They're teaching them all the X's and O's, but then we're not teaching everything that's supposed to be taught, right? Which is school, football, right? Understanding, knowledge, college, direction, all of these things. And so what made me want to talk about this is because I saw a video and it just correlates with everything that I've been saying, right? And y'all gonna hear it from the horse's mouth. So I have a video that I definitely want to play, and it basically kind of ties in what I've been saying, importance as to why I've been trying to tell y'all that it's very important to understand the business, especially the parents, because the parents gonna be there regardless. They're gonna be there, high school, possibly college, if they make it to the NFL or NBA, right? They need to be in a position to make sure that these people flourish, right? The kids flourish. Too often, people get to the highest level and they end up becoming broke. So I want to play a quick video for y'all. Well, I ain't gonna say quick video. Listen to the video. For those who love knowledge, for those who really want to become successful and stay successful, because I believe that it's harder to keep money than it is to make it. So you're gonna have some athletes that's going to make a lot of money. Your child gonna make a lot of money, but what are they gonna do to keep it, right? So I want to play this video real quick, and then I'm gonna further elaborate on what it is that the message that I want y'all to get from it. So again, the people who want this knowledge will stay. Those who don't will leave. So hopefully y'all understand or get what it is that I'm trying to show y'all. Here you go.
60% of players within 10 years of retiring from the NBA after making millions of dollars. 60% of players within the first 10 years are losing majority of their wealth. It's a bunch of players going broke when they retire. And that ain't ruffling no feathers. Right. Players are, living check to check, right, etc. You can blame the athlete. Maybe they living expenses, but they was 18 and 19-year-old when they came into wealth, and the people that represented them didn't help them handle that or care to. If you can't help me at 18 and 19-year-old to maintain my wealth, build a legacy, and keep what I'm earning, and be able to influence me on my decision making, you shouldn't be representing me in the first place. Shouldn't even be.
All right. So the reason I started off with that video first, right, is because when you look at it, a lot of these players end up going broke for what? How? Because they don't know. They don't have the knowledge, the insight. They don't understand what it takes to make money, right? Make money. And that's the thing. When they say I make money when I sleep, there are some things that you have to put in play. A lot of the times, the only thing the athlete understands and the only thing that parents put in their brain is to strive to make it to the NFL. Okay, cool. You make it to the NFL, you make millions of dollars, you spend millions of dollars, but you have no income coming in outside of the money that you make from the NFL. Why? Because they have no business savvy. They have no business knowledge, and the parents are not learning the business side of things. So that's why I was trying to encourage most of my parents to make sure that y'all, understanding business 101, so y'all don't get taken advantage of. The one thing that I understood with this whole stuff is they make everything sound good, but then when they put it on paper and they got that contract, what it on the contract says something completely different as to what they telling you they're gonna do. So this is how a lot of times they end up doing it, right? Because I was in a situation where they tried to, get over on me, and I look at the contract, bro. I told dude, I say, man, bro, you be glad that you just standing right here right now, bro. Don't play with me, man. You thinking just because I am who I am that you just gonna take advantage of me. Don't play with me, bro. You can take this contract, bro. You can throw it, you can burn it, but you're not about to play with me. So the thing is this: what they'll say. This is how a lot of times it'll happen. They'll say, "Hey, man, I think you should." Let's say this is let's say this whatever football, basketball. Hey, man, I got this contract for you. $100 million, right? And you would think that $100 million is somewhat guaranteed, but there has stipulations. Maybe out of 100 million, maybe 40 of it may be guaranteed. Then they not helping you with the individuals that are representing you, right? Your agent. They're not telling you about the financial advisor that you may have. They're not telling you about the taxes that you have to pay off front, right? So only thing that you have is this $1 million in your head, right? So they're not telling you other things, but the parents should know these things. The parents they need to understand this information so they can teach and train the kids. It's best to teach kids while they're young, right? While they understand. You could tell them exactly why. That's why I try to tell y'all, make sure y'all get make sure y'all get these names trademarked. So them folks can't take your name and trademark it like they did a player, right? They did a player, made them what happened? They took the person name, trademarked it, made the person pay like $1 million for it. I'm not sure if it was a rapper or a player, but these are the type of games that's being played. You have to understand the business side of things. There is no other way around it, unless you want to be one of these 60% of kids that end up having millions of dollars but end up going broke. Because the first thing that is being done, right? The first thing that's being done, right, is when you get on, when you get on, you spend money on the chain, they spend money on clothes, spend money on everything that's gonna lose them money. Nothing in place, creating a business, employing people, right? These are not the things that are being done by our culture, because why? We're not taught that. That's why I was trying to tell people, you know what I'm saying? You say, Coach Lee says parents can't teach people what they don't know, but you also can't be one of them parents that don't listen to nobody. See, that's the difference. See, when parents try to spearhead their children's future, a lot of times, man, I can ask them questions that I guarantee you they don't know. But that's cool if you don't know. But if you got somebody like such as myself that's giving you information that I get from the horse's mouth themselves, players that play in the league, that gives you this information, and instead people leave. They don't like information. So it's a difference. Hey, coach, I said taxes. I definitely said taxes, but you give information and these dudes don't accept it worth for nothing. Everybody is all right, not everybody, the majority of the people are literally going the route of the old way. That's the old way. Y'all remember in the music industry, right? The rap. You remember you can go and rap your way into a deal, and over time, it didn't matter. You had to end up building your own fan base, right? Times change. You remember it was a time where you were um like making CDs, then it went digital, right? You have to change with the times. Right now is the time where the majority of the parents who decide to play football, who decide to play basketball, or whatever field that you have or that you're in, you have to build your own brand. Why is it important? Because long as you build your own brand and you got followers, you got people that you influence, the money will come from the companies because they want to use your influence to sell a product and to utilize you as a way of doing it. That's how a lot of this stuff works. But I try to give people this information, like I tell certain parents, build relationships when it comes to cameramen. Why? Because the cameramen are the ones who are going to get your kids out there. A lot of people think the event throwers, a lot of people think that everybody else is important. The most important asset and piece to any player and parent is the cameraman. Why? Because the cameraman is the one that shows you. They show your highlights. Remember when people came up to you and said, "Hey man, hey, this person was good, right? I was hella good when I was young." You didn't believe it. This part, you think that person just put on 10 on the 2, right? You like, man, this person probably lying about what it is that he does. You didn't see it. But when you see it visually, you ain't got to sit there and tell no tales. You can just play the video. The videographer is the most important piece on your board, right? If you were playing chess, your relationship with the media would be the best asset that you can have, right? So I'm trying to tell people. That's why I say, if y'all don't want to tell them babies, bring my babies to me. Because the main thing that they will have is knowledge, and they will understand how to move, right? How to maneuver, how to go about trying to get NIL deals, at least going in the right direction. And like I always tell people, the first thing you do is what? You build your social media up. You put your name on there, right? And I'm saying you because you are the part of the kids. You are the ones who control a page. So when I'm talking to somebody, 9 times out of 10, I'm talking to a parent. The first thing, put their name, their full name. So if somebody type their full name, guess what? They're coming up. Make sure that you are engaging with your folks. Make sure that they are sharing your information. Make sure you are putting highlights of your video. Make sure the highlights look presentable, decent, nice, and watchable. Don't just put anything up in videos to where they need a damn magnifying glass to see you. You have to make sure that the presentation that you do for the kids is presentable. And that's what's going to attract other people. That's what's going to make people look at you like, oh, they taking a page serious. That's what's going to make people watch their videos. That's one. The other thing is knowing the business side when it comes to registration, when it comes to the MOUs, when it comes to any other thing that your insurance, your money that you pay for your registration will cover, right? Whether it's expenses of going on the road, these are things that us as parents need to know. Stop being lazy when it comes to your kids. That's why often there's so many fights because they're looking at the wrong people to assist their kids. They're looking at everybody except for themselves, right? They're looking for everybody except for themselves. What's up, my dog? Hey,
Come
what a
on, go
surprise!
to the building.
I didn't expect you tonight.
Come on, man.
You know what I'm
When
saying?
I hear
What's
you
good?
preaching like Brother Malcolm, I
Hey,
feel impelled to come on.
okay, I
When I hear
appreciate it.
you preaching like Brother Malcolm,
What's up, man? You want to add to it?
I gotta come on. Nah, man, I'm just feeling I'm feeling the knowledge. You feel what I'm saying? And you know me, man. I must pop up and I must shake the table a little. I
Hey,
must shake the table.
yes,
So I
sir.
hear you talking all this talk, bro. Is
Uh,
this why you put so much slack on the coaches to be all of this brand and push the brands of the kids? And do you feel like that's how certain coaches are able to get bigger teams because they have like made things a brand?
yes, a brand is very important, bro, because that means when you literally have a brand, like you're gonna put more effort towards it, right? It's going to most likely be your baby, right? You're going to treat it the way it's supposed to. You're going to get it out there, right? You're going to also treat individuals right because you don't want your brand to be tarnished,
Facts.
as opposed to individuals out there that just got something. It ain't licensed LLC. It ain't none of that. So the thing is, people. Uh, what happened? The thing is, man, people got to be more aware and more in tune with what's going on because when you look at it, bro, a lot of people are lazy mentally, bro. And
Mm,
that's the thing. It's like
mm.
they want everybody to do everything for their child that they're unwilling to do.
Right, right,
And
right, right, right.
so that's within itself is very unfair because you're getting mad at me that your son is not getting to a certain position or a certain space, but you could have did it.
So let me ask you this. Do you think that this is why certain teams like are already deemed as good? So for example, when we see the OG Ducks name, we immediately say they gonna be good.
Yep.
You feel what I'm saying? It
Mm-hmm.
don't matter if we seen them play. And it's and as I think about it, a lot of times, bro, I wonder, is this what makes YNC YNC? You know, when you talking like this, I start to think like, damn, is it that YNC is where the best people play? Or is it that YNC has branded themselves as this is where the best people play?
Yes, that's what it is. It's the teams that you have there, right? That has beat everybody. That now goes to that brand, right? They now play under that umbrella, and so that within itself is like, okay, yeah. So the best teams are here, but the other thing is the experience. They're selling in the experience. They're also um, making sure that a lot of people get the exposure. See, and that's why I was telling you, and I was talking to Craig. I say, man, what are y'all doing to make sure that these teams get the credit, the recognition, and the exposure? He said, well, I just worry about the
The
the the
football
side
side.
where the administrative side. Yeah, y'all can actually do way more, to get them kids out there, them teams out there. But that's the reason, and that's where battle basically, supersede them because you can go there, you can have fun, they make the experience about the kids. You see what I'm saying?
Mhm.
That's the brand. That's the brand. You've been having the best teams play there. Not just that, you've been giving some of the best players, viral moments that that where people now like B5 end up getting some type of offer from Miami, right? So where you say where the best plays, the kids have shown that, but it was more so about the experience. And that's why I was trying to tell people, once they did that, they gave you the apparel, they did other things, right? They had some individuals that played there that went to the league, right? It basically spoke for itself. But the main part was they made it more about the kids as opposed to just just about you playing in their event. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man.
I mean, I agree with you, bro. I think that's the big problem too. And shout out to Coach Bam, Clayton Trojans in the building. He said, I think Pop Warner, AYF, and UIFL just think because they've been around longer and have a big name, they only focus on their own group of people. And I
Mm-hmm.
agree. See, I was literally just about to say that. A lot of times, these nationals, they only focus on just football. Like, we're gonna throw an event and we're gonna have some football teams come out. But the thing about it is, a lot of people you can get that locally.
Right.
That's why playing national don't have no appeal to a lot of people. Like for me, bro, when I left Florida and I was no and nationals wasn't because I was living in Daytona. Once nationals wasn't in Kissimmee, because that's where they used to have AYF for all my old AYF heads. They used to have AYF in Kissimmee, basically an hour away from where I live. Once I wasn't living there, I gave a damn about nationals, bro. Like
Mm.
I gave a damn about it. Because if you are not going to the YNC, what are you really getting out of nationals?
Right.
When you
Right.
go to the YNC, and this is where shout out to Drico, I'm gonna be a little YNC biased because we can pull up a YNC clip or a YNC live feed, and it's 1,000 people watching this game. Then you can pull up another game at the same time, and it's 1,000 people watching. Why? Because they're not trying to make this experience all about them. They understand.
Right.
They watching YNC online, it don't compare nothing like the building, bro. I'm just gonna be real with you. So go ahead and give that part for free. Let people see what they missing. Because I'm telling y'all, if you wasn't at the first half of Fort Lauderdale, I mean of Bugatti Boys versus Voodoo, you don't understand what it felt like. You don't understand what it felt like on the sideline and feel like it's electric, bro. You can literally touch the people. It ain't no really no stands to sit in. Everybody's standing up on gates. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? It's hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people on gates. When you walk into it's I was saying last night, bro, when you walk into YNC, and I mean like walking on the field, bro, it's a struggle to get to the field at YNC
Mm-hmm.
because you literally are passing 1,000 people, bro. It's 1,000 people on a gate that when a team is coming through, it's hard as hell to get to a field. So I think that they're giving an experience and then they're allowing thousands of people online to watch for free as opposed to AYF. Hell, if I didn't already paid all this money to send my kids down there, I might not have the money to watch them. Then I'm trying to send this to my uncle. Then I'm trying to send this to my cousin. As opposed to you can send a link out to 50 of your family members, then they send the link, and then that's exposure. That's where they missing the beat. Now, I think the only place you go wrong, so you put it on the coaches. I
Nah,
don't put
this time tonight I may so put it on the parents, bro, because
okay.
because the thing is with the parents, bro, they're gonna be there whether you're in high school, college, NFL. My whole thing is like because I had played a video basically showing that Jalen Brown specifically stated that 60% of the people that play in the NBA end up going broke. This is all across the board, though. It's not just the NBA. It's NFL players, right? It's Major League Baseball players, right? A lot of these people go broke because they don't have any knowledge of business. They
Right.
don't have no knowledge, bro, no understanding. And this is what I be trying to, tell like the people, the parents. It's like, listen, you should know everything that your money that you pay for registration, you should know everything that covered. You should know everything to know about football to make the best decision for your child. You should know everything when it comes to learning how to get your son in NIL deals. You should know everything, the process to how to, get your son recruited. These are things that you should literally know yourself so you can do your due diligence and not have to rely on coaches. And that's where I kind of defer from what I was saying, because in reality, ain't nobody's going to treat their son the way that the parents is going to treat their son. Despite the fact that the coaches are coaching your son, it's only so many that they're willing to do. They're willing to help, right? Just like when I was sending all of those pictures, only a selective few got them. So, and I'm really looking at it like the coaches is gonna have the same type of attitude towards those players, just like the damn the what was it? It was something that I read where they said that the son, the one of the coaches had let them know about a running back or something. Let the recruiter know about a running back. They went there and the coaches kept trying to put two different players on the recruiter. And he was like, no, I'm here for this particular running back. And they kept trying to put them on those other two kids, to the recruiter. And he ended up leaving without seeing a running back that he intended on seeing and talking to. And that's the mindset that some coaches have. They have a problem with specific kids. They'll take it out on the kid because of the parents sometimes, and then they won't even help that kid get recruited. So I realized, like, damn, if every parent take the time to learn about this process, guess what? You ain't got to worry about the coach doing something that you should be doing anyway.
I'm glad you finally listening and you're done putting everything on the coach, because it's the coach's job to coach football, to teach a jit how to play football. Everything else is a bonus. It's a bonus, but it's not mandatory. But I'm gonna give you a little pushback. I'm gonna give you a little pushback on the last thing. See, you make me proud and you disappoint me in the same diatribe. You make me proud and you disappoint me in the same diatribe.
That's funny as
Bro,
hell,
you
though.
made me proud because you finally realized stop putting everything on the coach. But then you went right back. You went right back. Bro, I'm gonna be real, bro. If a college coach comes to a school, if I don't feel like this is a high character kid, and I feel like this kid is not going to represent this program to the ability that I feel like it should be represented, that's not wrong for a coach to say, no, but I got these two kids I want you to see. I feel that's who you want to see, but I got these two kids that I want you to see. Because again, I don't have to do when a kid leaves a football program, the coach is the representative, not the parent. The
Mhm.
the scout is not gonna say, man, I ain't never getting nobody from Charles House again. No, they're gonna say, I'm not getting nobody from that school again. Because the last running back I wanted to see, boy, that boy, he didn't have no character. He never went to class or none of that. You feel what I'm saying? So I believe that a lot of times in those situations, it ain't, I'm not saying I ain't never hate, but it ain't always hate. Somebody ain't always hating on somebody kid, bro. A lot of times your kid doesn't have high character, and I'm not about to vouch for them with no college recruit.
All right, so here's the thing. I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. But was recommended, if this player was recommended to the recruiter and they come there specifically for that kid, all that stuff that you saying is out the window because
How so?
because here's why. If the person that gave the recommendation to this recruiter, obviously he feels that this kid may have some type of high characteristics, right? A lot of times, bro, the the realization that I end up coming to, bro, sometimes, bro, these coaches be jealous of these other kids. And I had to come to, to the realization of that. A lot of times that's the case. So you basically create a scenario saying, like, oh, this person may have bad characteristics. That wasn't the situation. That man came there, and basically what happened as they talked to this young man, outside of that, the man had good characteristics. This is the person that they end up talking to outside of that. But to allow that recruiter to leave without even saying, you know what, hey, now you know what, here, the young man over here. At least, if you felt like this not like a person that is beneficial or that's a good fit for their organization, at least say, hey man, you know what? I see that you like this young man. You know, I also have additional recommendations. You didn't even include the young man that they was trying to go for. If there
Now
was,
that in that situation, I agree.
yeah,
If he does have if he checks the boxes, then that's different. But Coach Durden said something interesting. He said that's ruining a kid future basically because of how you felt about him. It happened to me, so I gotta disagree with you on that one. No, it's not about how I feel, it's about what a kid has shown. Now, if you're a high character kid, you do what you're supposed to do, you busting your ass in practice, hey, I would love to help out. If you're the opposite, not saying you were, but if there's a kid that is the opposite of that, you're a hell of an athlete, you can play, but your character has questions, you don't work hard. I'm not ruining your future. You're ruining your own future. You feel what I'm saying? Again, not you, coach, but that particular kid. And I say that because I see it happen in youth football a lot. I see it happen in youth football where parents jump from program to program to program to program because they swear somebody hating on their kid. Nah, bro. Nobody want to deal with you and your kid got a bad attitude. Like nobody want to deal with you and your kid got a bad attitude. And a lot of times what we don't realize is there's another kid who can do just as much as you can do. Bro, we all think Barry Sanders is great, but we think Adrian Peterson is too. You feel what I'm saying? We all think Tom is great. We think Joe Montana is too. You know what I'm saying? There isn't a one size fit all. Like you can find somebody else to do this. So I think a lot of times it ain't got nothing to do with hate. It's just, hey, you know what? I don't want to misrepresent my program. Because if anybody knows anything about recruiting, it's about relationships. So if I build a relationship with a recruiter and I give them a kid that is not of the characteristic standard that we need, then what's going to happen? That recruiter's not coming back, all because I ain't want to hate. Well, I ain't want to hate, so he did ask about you, so I just gave him your info, but I ain't say no. I ain't say you got bad character. I ain't say that you don't show up on time. I ain't say that you give us a lot of problems. I didn't say none of that. But then when you go to that school and you repeat the cycle, then the coach, hey coach, hey man, can you talk to this kid? He's giving me this, he's giving me that. You think you can have a conversation? Then when you tell him, coach, he been like that since he was here. Now what? Now the relationship to get 40, 50, 60, 70 kids that deserves the opportunity to play college ball, that thing's out the window, all because we didn't want to look like a hater. Bro, I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I think that's the main problem. That's another problem in youth football to me. Coaches don't have real conversations with parents because they don't want to look like something. Well, I need them. That kid good, blase, blase. But again, if the kid is deserving of it and you just don't like that he got a smart mouth or something, but he got character, he's at practice, he got the grades. Come on, bruh. You gotta give a kid the opportunity. Now you being a grown man that's just in your feelings. But I think it's two sides of the coin that a lot of times we just don't address. It's both. It could be both. You know what
I
I'm
get
saying?
it.
I think we gotta hold these kids. That's the problem. We think because we say the word kids, there's no responsibility. We have to hold these kids responsible as well, right? Especially once they get to that high school level, and we got to stop making excuses for them, and we got to start putting them in. Because at the end of the day, man, Kirby Smart just said that a recruit, once you commit to Georgia, Kirby Smart said that he starts giving them $20,000 a month to stay committed. That shit don't
Mm,
sound like a kid to me.
mm.
I don't know a kid that's getting 20K once you commit to Georgia to stay committed. But we talking, but you feel what I'm saying? This is why times have changed. When you used to be like, I'm gonna let you know, coach, man, he's gonna be a problem. You can't do that stuff no more, bro.
Mhm.
You feel what I'm saying? And PA just said something I would love for you to put up on the screen.
Right.
He said, has a national provided the experience and exposure that Pop Warner once did with the venue of Disney Wide World of Sports Complex and television coverage on ESPN, along with the toughest competition. Mm, that's a tough one, man. I'm gonna say the reason you have to say no, though, and I'm gonna be real. The only reason you say no is because YNC hasn't been around long enough. I think that's the only reason you can say Pop Warner got it. But I really feel like PA that there are some nationals that can head in that direction. AYF has the structure to head in that direction. YNC has the talent and the exposure overall with just getting the information to the masses. Because when you really look, AYF has NFL players in it, but the players, the NFL players that's in the YNC, everybody know who's in it. Everybody know every NFL player that damn near coaches a team in YNC because they promote it. They get them on shows. They talk about it. They post their pictures. They get interviews as opposed to AYF again. We're going to bring them here and they're just going to play football. But I believe that there's a path. Again, AYF got the structure, but YNC got the publicity. So I just think it's too early to make the judgment. But I think we got to revisit this conversation in like 5 to 6 years to see where has YNC, went from here.
Yeah, man. We got Coach Trevon coming on.
DMV on right? They here?
Nah, not
Not
DMV,
yet.
not yet.
Oh, okay.
But
My bad. My
he's
bad.
Indy Firehawk, but he
Oh,
got a lot.
oh, okay, okay.
He
Indy
got
Firehawks.
he got a lot to say once he come on.
What age group?
But Lee says he says Ken Fanatics still needs to be suspended, my boy. He said my boy
Wait,
played
I,
way too many
I'm
times.
not supposed to be on tonight.
Yeah, he
I'm
said
not
good
supposed.
stuff.
I'm really bucking. I'm really bucking. I'm not supposed to be on tonight, but I heard Ken and I'm like, bro, I might have to figure something out, man. I want to get in on the night, man.
Oh
The
yeah,
night is the
man.
night is too good. The night is too good. And Lee, he really went at 9:30. That's what threw me off too. He went at 9:30.
Hey,
So
no, hey, no.
so
It was just to try to accommodate the gentleman, man. That was
yeah,
it.
yeah, he went at
I was gonna
9:30.
come
So I
at
was like,
9.
damn, he
I was
really
just
throwing off my schedule. I was gonna try to come from like 9, but now he got me. I can't even hang around too long. But PA said, I think YNC sells itself short some years with the venue and coverage. Could be on a major network as opposed to Facebook, especially with these big brand teams. I'm gonna ask you this though, PA. I'm gonna ask you this. What's a bigger brand than social media? What's a bigger brand than social media? I think that a lot of times we give ESPNs and things of those too much credit, bro. Because I look at somebody like Casanat. For all my old folks out there, Casanat is a streamer on Twitch and YouTube. Bruh ain't never before. Now he has all these brand deals, but he literally got rich streaming online. Like it's kids that are millionaires and all they do is stream online. That's why I believe the NFL was smart enough to say we need to go to Netflix and we need to go to Prime. You know what I'm saying? And then the NBA, they're trying to take those same approaches. Like, we need to get these deals with YouTube TV, even though it's YouTube TV, but it's still YouTube. You feel what I'm saying? I
So
think I think they not going big enough social media. We limit it to Facebook. I think they need to be trying to push people to stream on Instagram and YouTube and stream live on Twitch and stream live on TikTok. Like I think that YNC is limiting themselves with TV, but not really saying like, "Hey, bro, we're gonna bring some people in that can stream everywhere."
hey, look. So here's the thing, right? Because tonight is a little bit about. It's a little bit about everything. Once Trevon come on, man, from the stuff that I heard, man, this dude got a lot to say. But I want to tie that in to my parents. If they're willing to do it, and these people are doing it, why not you? Why not train and help your kid learn how to, become a streamer or public speaking? That's why I like the what is it? What's the name of it? Shot by Youth for the Youth or some
Mm-hmm,
stuff like
mm-hmm.
that. I like what he's doing because he's helping the kids, basically doing what I do, but he's specifically only kids, right? So
Right,
teaching your kids about these streamings, how to to utilize it for their own benefit.
right.
The thing about it is if the NBA, the NFL, all of these folks is doing it, why not you?
Why not us?
Why not? You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's in the times y'all see so many people losing jobs and stuff like that. You have to be an entrepreneur.
Right,
You have to become an entrepreneur. And I think for your child, for the sake of your child, the best time is now to learn it, to understand it, because they're only going to get better from this point. So that's why tonight, man, part of some of the stuff that I wanted to say was, listen, parents, it's time. Can't no longer be lazy. A lot of these kids are getting hundreds of millions of dollars, end up going broke because they don't understand business or know how to make investments, right? Shaq, the reason this man is still rich is because he knew how to make investments. He had the right people that was there, right?
mm-hmm.
It made sense to me. You gotta have other streams of income. You go in there. Last time I checked, the simplest thing in finance, that the basic format, you spend more than what you bring in, you're gonna be broke.
Right.
That's just the easiest way to look at it. So, you know, out of all that, man, I think we good. But I do got a bone to pick with you, man.
What
I
the
dig
hell do you
you.
want,
You
man?
are the reason I got some phone calls, man, last night talking about how
Okay.
you moved the goalposts
Okay.
for Bessemer. Now
That's
we
crazy.
understood.
Mm.
Just to show you, I got everything that you said.
Okay. Let me get my
You
pen.
said that they got everything I said. Your answer was they got 3 natties and all this other stuff.
Okay.
What was they were trying to say was that basically that coach had moved the goalpost, bro. They were saying that he moved the goalpost, and you was basically giving him life to basically continue to make other excuses, bro.
Okay. Okay.
So you got me on the phone behind your soliloquies and all
That's
that
that's
stuff,
that's what your job is, bro.
man.
Your
Look,
job is to have to deal with the nonsense once I say it. That's
I'm
what your
glad you
job
know
has
it.
been
I'm glad
for
you know
multiple
it's
years.
nonsense. I'm
Come
glad
on,
you know
bro.
it's nonsense.
I'm
You pay
gonna be
them.
real, bro. After
You
careful
gave him your
consideration,
huh?
after careful consideration, and I myself had some talks with some people, I do think they should play the game. I'm gonna say the same thing, bro. I've been saying. I do think they should play the game. But I believe they play the game because this is arguably the hottest team that's ever came into this division. Like, this is arguably, they may have never played a snap, but there has never been this much hype behind a team. And I believe you play that game Friday night, and because at the end of the day, well, let me finish. You play that game Friday night because you gotta establish that we still them guys, and don't ever think that you can come down to this age group and step in the paint with us. And I feel like if Coach Mark don't call no shots, it should have never been agreed upon from the beginning. This is why I be saying coaches be, yeah, we'll play. Yeah, we cool. Instead of taking time. See, y'all be letting Ken gas y'all up. That's what the problem is, man.
I ain't gassing nobody up.
Ken
All
is
hold
he
on.
gasses people
How do
up,
I
bro.
get punished for only wanting to see the game?
Instead of taking time and
What
figuring things
time?
out, bro. But I do think they should play. But I think what Coach Blue was saying last night is valid in the sense of I can hear the disrespect that they don't get, bro. And I feel that, bro. I feel like I can understand why it's like, you know what? Yeah, I said we could play, but you know what, bro? We'll play when I say we. I said let's play July 14th, and you said no. That's when he should have said something. You feel what I'm saying? Like, hey, look, we moving the game to July 14th. Now that that game already over, we moving the game to July 14th. If not, it's over with. You feel what I'm saying? Like, that's how you handle that. But you can't say you cool, throw something out there, he don't agree. But again, I believe that Coach Blue really don't care who they play. But he got to answer to people too. You feel what I'm saying?
Hey,
He's a
bro.
head coach
Hey,
that got people behind him. So I'm pretty sure his parents and everybody on his head about it. But I do think they should play. But I think we definitely need to I definitely think that we need to give a little bit more. I just don't feel like they get respect, bro. Like, I just feel like other people get way more respect. And I think it goes back to what we were saying about Brandon. I think
hey,
that they
Zay.
got to really
I
brand.
was trying to put this line up. I was trying to put it on here, but like you can't really see it. But
Oh yeah, we'll have to go to the other one, the other view.
yeah, yeah. Which one is it? You got it? Or
Nah,
did you
we'll have
send
to
it?
go to the landscape.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, the portrait is gonna get it. Hey man, I seen that, and I just want to let you know, man, some DMV folks hit my line, bro. And they don't, when DMV folks hit my line, it's a problem, Ken, because the DMVU don't like me. The DMVU. So when they call me and say, I'm just letting you know, bro, like, we hear what's being said, we're gonna beat y'all ass. I promise you that's what they did. I promise you. I got a call from some folks in SAMU. They said, we hear everything that's being said. We're gonna come down there and beat y'all ass. And hung up the phone. I found it to be very disrespectful. But they hung up the phone, bruh. And I'm just letting y'all know. Zay has said clean sweep. Anything less, those individuals must be held accountable in Atlanta. Zay has said a clean sweep. Anything less, they must, because I'm looking. 6U born chasers. I don't know, Zay. I don't know.
There you
You
go.
can't lose. You can't lose with nothing with your name on it. That's
There you
first and
go.
foremost. All right, 7U flop boys, bro. They told me that ain't enough. I'm just telling y'all what they told me. DMVU said that's not enough. The 7U personally took attack to it. 9U rare breed. That's the toughest game they said it's gonna be of the day outside. Matter of fact, this a coach told me, I ain't gonna say no names. I don't reveal my sources. A coach told me they believe the 9U game gonna be the toughest game of the day. I promise you. I said, well, what about Voodoo? Nah, this we 11 now. They got to do more. They got to do more than hike the ball fast and run downhill. I promise you, that's what they said. Like, bro, I got one coach. We're gonna beat their ass. Another coach, 7U. That's not enough. Toughest game, 9U. I say voodoo. He said they're gonna have to do more than hike the ball and run downhill fast. So Icy Boys, we don't even know what they look like without Kazi. Georgia Eagles. Last time we seen them, one man beat them. Like I'm telling y'all, bro, DMVU don't feel like how we feel down here, bro. They don't feel like how we feel. They was talking real PA trenches like around here, bro. They was talking real PA trenches like about Georgia. Literally, after I got off the phone, I went and got my Atlanta United shirt and I put it on. You see what I'm look. On my mama, I can't wait. Flock Boys by effing 30. I'm not lying. I'm not lying. They really feel this way, bro. They really feel like it's not enough down here, dog. They really feel like it's not enough. And I don't know how I feel about that, Ken. It's making me feel like I gotta stop all this outside Georgia stuff. I gotta get back on some Atlanta stuff, bro. Because we being attacked. We are being attacked.
Man, Coach Allen them known for playing smoke, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. That's why, I know you don't
Do
as
they
much.
have a chance though, Ken?
Do they have a chance, bro? The Ferrari boys. Stack. Stack. That's why, but I gotta trust what Coach Batman and them being saying, or from the information that I got, is that they like what they got too. So who word I'm gonna put more emphasis on?
I don't know. You tell me.
Hey, I gotta put the emphasis on the ones who been getting it done.
Damn.
So I don't know.
Hey, bro.
You know what I'm saying? But I can appreciate them coming out early. PA says, I don't think DMV folk heard that 7-0 sweep prediction.
Bro, it was
Streets.
I didn't say it. I said, damn, Zay, they can't get one. He repeated and said 7-0, bro. They don't get nothing. I feel like I even gave him an opportunity to say, bro, you can take that back. They don't get shit. Hey, bro, I don't know what to say when somebody say stuff like that, bro. Except I don't know.
You just gotta wait. That's it.
I just gotta. Hey, man. But all I know is DMV here, y'all, and they taking it all personal.
Hey, T Street says let the number one team choose the destination. Also, they want to make some change for their up and coming season. So why they can't play the dates? Bessemer said first.
I love T Streets, bro. That man, he knows football, bro. I just want to let y'all know that, bro.
Nah, when we talk about people that on the Ken opposition. Hey, what's up, Street? What's good? What's happening?
The man knows his football, bro. I don't know when y'all gonna realize this man knows his damn football. But they definitely got some new players too, though, bro. Like that 11U Ferrari boys, they got some kids, bro. Like they got some new players, bro. I didn't went and did my homework. I didn't went and did my due diligence, and they got some dogs on that team, bro. Now, most times, I usually like the DMV around 12, 11. They're good, but to me, I'm more of a 12 and 13, 14 DMV type of guy. Mm-hmm. But I don't know, bro. I don't believe they just gonna talk crazy just for the hell of it. I think the only one that I kind of know for sure is that 9U. I don't think they 9U, is quite equipped to deal with what Rare Breed gonna pull out. But all them other ones, bro, the way these folks talking, bro, I feel like I'm a little nervous, bro. I'm a little nervous for the GA.
Yeah. Hey, we're gonna finish that conversation, but I wanted to show some love, man, because I seen this across the page, And just shout out, man, for the people that been tuned in, man.
Hit
Shout
them
out to
claps,
Darren,
man.
shout
Hit
out
them
to my dog
claps.
Kelsey, shout out to Christopher Jarrett, shout out to Lee Thornton, shout out to Ballhead Sports, shout out to Jake Brown, Alex Law, Fred Ryrie. You know what I'm saying? Let me make sure. Let me move that. Make sure ain't nobody else. Yeah. So that's it, man.
Hey
Uh,
man, and for
and
them
you.
extra ones, man, we know it's some mo folks on there, the PAs,
Yeah,
the
yeah,
Pop
yeah. Shout
Browns,
shout
the
out to
T Streets, the Coach
see.
Durdens. Like it's a couple of y'all too, man, that might not be on there, man, but we appreciate y'all so much, bro.
Oh, PA for
Ava,
sure.
yeah, Ava, man, bro, the list is long, bro. The
Ava,
growth is
look,
real, and we
like
appreciate
yeah,
y'all.
that's all I was able to screenshot. But this is something that I would do, every week, man. I appreciate every last one of y'all. That's y'all show people how to really support somebody, man. So I just wanted to, what I'm saying, show my appreciation. Also, like I say, with PA, I'm gonna definitely make him a moderator. I keep saying that, but I be forgetting. He said we finna tap they butt. Amy says
Which
coming from a place where football is fluffy.
wow, wow,
hey,
wow,
hey, I don't know how to feel about that. Said DMVU getting that tap. And then Zay says belt to butt.
bruh. I'm not gonna lie to y'all, bruh. This is early I've never remember anticipating a game this early, bruh.
Ah, nah, man.
I usually anticipate games around end of July, August. I'm anticipating the game that's in 2 weeks. Like literally 3 weeks. The game is in 3 weeks and I'm already anticipating it. That's crazy, bruh. Like I'm not used to that. So it's a lot of times, bro. I keep feeling like we got longer than what we got. Then today, when Zay drops this today, I'm like, damn, that's right around the corner. Like this is right around the corner, bro. And I ain't gonna lie, man. I'm excited, bro. I'm excited for both days. You feel what I'm saying? I'm even
Yes, sir.
excited for the next day. You feel what I'm saying? To finally see what Redbury look like. I'm excited to see what you know what, man. So I got a question.
Yes, sir.
Do we think the next day they sweep? Because the next day you got DMV versus walk down game. Do they sweep still? We got DMV
DMV.
versus ABA versus the Vikings. It's a little different the next day, bro. It gets a little different.
I think some teams. I gotta look at it again, but some teams gonna probably split. Some teams gonna split for sure. But
Somebody gonna fold.
hey, for Zay, I think Zay think that they don't leave with a game, not one. That's
Hey,
crazy right
Zay
there.
does not believe them folks gonna come all the way down here from DMV, from Maryland, from Virginia, from DC, and they gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Ain't no way in hell Zay think them folks gonna go 13-0. Ain't no way in hell y'all gonna make me think them folks gonna come down here and go 13-0. If they do, I can. Sunday night, there will be hell to pay for the DMVU, bro. If they can't get one game on a 6U level, there will be hell to pay. I don't ever want to hear you talk about the damn DMV again, bro. I'm banning your abilities to talk about DMV for the rest of the season. If they go 13-0, I
Mm.
don't see it, bro.
So that's the
I don't
I
see it.
guess
I don't see
that's
13
your
and 0, bro.
stipulation.
They can't go 13-0, bro.
So you don't want to hear nothing about.
Zay just said they don't win a game June 21st. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Zay kind of stacked the deck against them. He ain't give him a puncher's chance. You feel what I'm saying? He kind of stacked the deck against them. You feel me? I don't even know why they agreed to some crazy terms, bro. Because the man literally stacked the deck against you. Like he put his team, Flock Boys, Red Breed, So Icy, Voodoo, and Georgia Eagles. The man put three three national champions, a YNC preseason champ. Like, come on, bro. Like, the man literally stacked the deck against them. The only thing they can hope for, I don't know, bro. I don't know what to say about the first day. I gotta see, man. I gotta see.
Hey man, all I can guarantee you is they're gonna be some good games. That's the only thing
What
I
if
can.
they're not good games, Ken? What is the what's the consequences? I need
Bro,
consequences.
they will be good games, bro. Even
No,
Zay
no, no,
know
no,
that.
no, no.
Like,
No,
listen,
no, no.
you gotta listen to the undertone or just the little things that Zay said. I don't like making games where the team would just overshadow the other team.
Facts.
Like, I don't like
Facts.
blocking. So therefore, he's letting you know that he's expecting a good game. If
Listen,
he
bro.
thought that was gonna be a blowout, I don't think he would have made the game.
Zay can't determine that. He can hope for it.
Yeah.
He can have faith, substance of things, hope for evidence of things not seen. He can have faith of a mustard seed, but that don't mean DMV will deliver. Now I agree though. Now, but you won't tell me because you won't really see DMV play a snap. You won't see So Icy, Voodoo, Eagles. You won't really see them play a snap before this game.
Mm-hmm.
So you can't make a determination of I got to see them play first.
Hey, it's gonna be
So
good.
you
But
can't do that. So I just want to let you know that the week of, I will be asking for your picks, and I
oh
don't
yeah,
want to that
hold on,
political stuff.
wait. So we going with picks well, just first game.
First game out the
I
gate.
just hold on. See, that goes against what I've been saying. I said I will make my determination when I see the first
That's
hike.
crazy, bro.
Hold
That's
on, bro. Hold
crazy,
on. So
bro.
how does
Football
so
is
how
back, and you tiptoeing, bro.
so hold on, wait. So what do I have to go off of to make that determination?
You have the same thing that NFL
Intuition?
players, that NBA players, that college. When we have that first game and
We going
everybody got a
preseason.
pick,
They going
when everybody
preseason.
got a pick, bro, you can make bets in the preseason, bro.
I'll say, okay,
So that first
they go off
preseason game,
preseason.
bro, the first,
What preseason game do we have to go off of?
okay, and that's what I'm answering. Even in the first preseason game, you can go right on Prize Picks and make determinations. You can go right on ESPN Bet. You can go right to Vegas and make bets on the first preseason game, bro. So you gotta do it, bro. You don't get to sit and watch every single team play, then make the turn. That's not how it works when you gotta make decisions, bro. You gotta make a decision. You better go watch some scrimmages. You better tell them send you some footage of some scrimmages.
Man, let me go. Yeah, let me say that this person gonna win, bro. I don't have nothing to dissect. I don't have no schemes
That's
to go off of.
crazy, bro.
I ain't got none of that. And then just for you to try to hold it against me.
That's
Hey
crazy,
man,
bro.
I remember you said you were gonna pick such and such.
Hey,
Like,
it's called
bro, I
accountability.
literally have no bullet board material. No
It's
bulletin board
called
material.
accountability. I'm not going to hold it against you. The people are going to hold it against you. The people, the chat, these amazing individuals who hold sneezing on the live. Lee Thornton is going to hold it against you, bro. He's going to hold it against you. Pop Brown's going to hold it against you. You know what I'm saying? PA Trenches is going to hold it. Not me. I'm just a voice for the people in the chat.
Hey,
And it's a
and then the cold
shame.
part about it is the teams that I have to pick that I'm going to go off. I told you. Well, Supreme not in there. Oh, also, man, Coach Blue, said they got a team. I think it's the Billionaire Boys. If y'all want to play them at for Supreme at their event.
Supreme can't. Supreme has an event that day, that weekend.
Yeah, hey, bro. The way people duck Supreme, man, I wouldn't be surprised. Okay? So I still have to put it out there. I still have to. See, people ain't as solid as they claim. And this is what I'm seeing early. A lot of people saying yes when they really mean no. And that's a fact. Or they say real fanatic, never again.
Hey,
Word
man,
fanatic, never again. He
New
said,
Supreme is
DeLeon said,
streaming.
oh, let me read that other one. DeLeon said, real
That's
quick.
hard. New Supreme is streaming live June 21st. Tune in, Flock Boys. That's crazy.
He's
But
he says, y'all do more interviews, make kids feel special when the season starts. Nah, we plan
say
to.
less. Say less.
Yeah,
Hey,
we
I ain't gonna
already
lie. I like his last one too. My dog say Flock Boys is the new Supreme. That's kind of hard, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. That's kind of
Flock
hard.
Boys is GA, right?
I
No, who is that?
Nah.
Which one? Which team is that?
That's the SAMU.
I gotta get acclimated with that team. I don't know what that is. I ain't watching no 6U, so I ain't gonna even lie to you and
Yeah.
pretend like I know who the hell that is. He says New Supreme, streaming live June
Flock
21st.
Boys.
Boys. What he says, he's gotta watch them Rosedale Tigers. Says coming down the south. Definitely be doing that. Says give DMV 2 wins. Walking down gang, where he says going to get DMV at 11U by at least 2 touchdowns. Hey man, they good. He said that don't apply state versus state. Zay okay with GA sweep blowouts, Ken. Yeah, but I don't think he think it's gonna be a blowout though. I know he okay
I
with it.
don't know, man. I don't know, man. Zay kind of crazy, bro. I mean, think about this, bro. Think about this for a second, Ken. The man put ATL Elite old team on there. That's the Flock Boys. He put ATL Elite old team. He put 6U Born Chasers, who remember now, we talking about Zay. The man got a whole team dedicated to his name, bro. Ain't no way in hell they lose, bro. Ain't no 6U sports fanatic team finna go out here and lose. I'm just telling you right now. Now we could be the ATL Elite Ravens or something, but you ain't about to be the 6U National Sports Chat, and then you think they finna go out there and lose, Ken. I don't know how you feel about that, but I know damn well I'm not about to attach my name. This my name. I'm not attaching my name to nobody who I don't got no trust in. So with that, he already done sized them up with that. Then you put him against a team that was in YNC last year with ATL Elite. Then you put him against a national champion. Then you put him against a team that was 6 points away from a national championship and YNC preseason champions. Then you put him against another national champion. Then you put him against a team that's won a national championship and been there the last 4 years. Seems like a lineup, Ken. It seemed like he lining them up. I don't know how you don't see it, but it seemed like Zay got the scope. He got them high beams on, trying to find them. That's what it looked like to me, man.
I just think he's trying to put together a great event. Look, you sitting up there coming up with reasons why he made the game. I just think he won, just trying to create a great event.
I'm the folks that say Bessemer was second because they plan on our name. The chat got me into conspiracies this week, and I'm gonna roll with it, bro. It's a conspiracy.
They say fanatic, chill. Ken's trying a different approach. He said he wrong too much. He said
just pick the damn game, bro. He's never
I'm
gonna do
wrong
that,
too
bro.
much.
That's a fact.
Listen, all right.
That's a fact.
That's hey. right, you say that. I mean,
That's a
damn.
fact. It feels
If
good to
being
be right,
correct
bro.
means wrong now, yes, I am. I'm always wrong.
It feels so good to be right all the time, bro.
Yeah, that's why you was getting a lot of backlash yesterday. A lot.
Hey, man. When I talk about the seat, and then I want to get something clear. Let me tell you something. Hey, bro, don't ever poo-poo our 3 national championships on some. Yeah, but that was last year. And don't and stop comparing us to to people that win one. That's what I do. That's why I always say winning one means a lot, but you don't get the same privileges when you win multiple.
You kind of do.
Nah, bruh. Winning again. The Billionaire Boys was the best team last year, but they got knocked off. Winning more than one, that's how I know that you are who you say you are. That's what I'm waiting on Supreme to do. Bro, Supreme, it's the same thing you say about Bessemer. Supreme can win every single game from June to December, to the end of November. But if December come and they don't win a natty, I'm kind of looking at them different. I'm kind of looking at them different because I know how great y'all are, but can you do it more than once? Can you do it more than once? That's what we waiting on the next. We waiting on the younger Bessemer team. We waiting on the 8U to do it more than once. You did it at 6. You came back 7, went to the championship and lost. Can you do it more than once? I believe that's why RDE lost their team, bro. I believe that the Eagles lost their team because they couldn't do it more than once. You did it at 6U, but you could never repeat it. Because once you win it once, you thirsty for it. I gotta get it again. But it's hard to win twice. It's hard, bro.
Man, listen, man. Stop being on here acting like you know what a championship tastes like. You have no clue.
Hold
You
up.
don't you
Hey,
don't know what a
watch your
champion
mouth.
feel like. Now, me
Watch
on the
your
other
mouth.
hand, I do. All I did was win
Watch your
championships
mouth.
playing
I am a
basketball.
D2 AYF champion. I've said that before.
You,
Shout out to the Daytona
you,
Beach Cowboys. I am a D2 AYF champion. You know what? And you know what I told those kids when we won that? Some people will go their whole life. They'll play from 6 to the pros and they'll never win a championship.
that's crazy. That's a crazy. That, man,
6
that
to the
gotta be the
pros
craziest feeling.
and they'll never win a championship. But at the end of the day, think about how hard it is to win one. When you win 2 and 3, that's why I say, bro, respect level gotta be different for certain teams, bro.
Right. Right.
And I want to clarify something that I ain't get a chance. One more thing, then I really got to get up out of here, y'all. I want to clarify one more thing, man. I ain't get a chance to say it last night to Drico. Y'all can tag Drico in this, right? Drico, tag at Rodrigo in this, man. Um, it's a difference between being biased versus a team that's never played, Frankfurt versus Rare Breed, and then being biased versus a team that ain't that's already played, right? So we seen Gorilla Mob play in the YNC. We seen them lose multiple times. So again, we're not saying that they can't be number 2, because when they went up against those teams, they lost. Now, Frankfurt, we can have a debate about what number they should be because they ain't never went up against those YNC teams. But at the same time, we still got to hold Frankfurt accountable for the 3 or 4 losses they took in the season. So I can't make you a number 2 when I got a team that's only lost to the number 1.
Mm.
I can't make you number 2 when you got 3, 4 losses versus teams that didn't even make it to your own nationals.
Somebody called you about that?
No, this is what Drico said last night when he was saying, hey, bro, like, them people won a championship over there at AYF. You feel what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
but the thing is, for certain teams, that's a fact. But for those teams that went up against them YNC teams, nah, bro, we can't say that. So we can't give the Miami Garden Ravens number 2 despite having one of the most dominant runs at AYF that we've ever seen prior to their last year's run. We can't do that because when they came over here just a week ago, they lost to the Tarrant City Ducks, I think.
Right.
I think, or did they lose to DEA? I can't remember. But hell, they lost. They lost. Bro, we can't give those people number two because when you was just over here playing in this, you lost. And you did it under these rules. A lot of these people be having these dual rosters and stuff. So they be playing with the rules. They just can't get the job done.
Yeah. Hey, speaking of that, I get what they're doing now, bro. I get what Brick City is doing now.
DEA, they lost to DEA. My bad. Go ahead.
I get what they're doing now. So basically, what they're doing. Hold on, before I say that, hey, Pop Brown says tell Lee Thornton to bring that GA Mob AU to what he says to take NWO place.
I thought they was gonna already be there. Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. Ain't no way in hell Ken running around trying to set up us playing voodoo and 20,000 other teams, but you allowing GA Mob to skate by. We better get some clarifying, Ken. We better get some clarifying because you ain't about to tell me that you holding my boys accountable, but you letting GA Mob slide by. Go ahead, I'll let you answer.
Well, first of all, if I was trying to let them slide by, I wouldn't have read that comment. That's just number one. Number two, I'm trying to see what GA Mob is doing myself. You feel what I'm saying? So I know I seen that lineman, I seen, a few things or whatever, but I don't even know what's going on. Currently at the moment, I just know that coach looking to put everything together. People want to play GA Mob. And once I figure out what's going on, I'm gonna get him the same smoke as everybody else. Come on, man. Hey, bro, everybody is on the same level playing field. So
So
Coach T,
so by Sunday we'll have some answers about what's going on with the GA Mob
we
folks.
might have some answers tonight,
Okay.
depending on Coach Lee still in here. Should have some he should be able to answer this question. But Coach
Uh,
Tim says,
Go ahead.
he said, hey, let's get the likes up, family. Says Cannon Fanatic doing a good job for them
Shout out to
babies.
Coach Tim, man. Hey, and I we ain't forgot about Faith Family Football, man. Shout out to Faith Family Football too, man. I believe he's from Texas too. I believe, and he used to either one of them from Texas. I don't remember which one of y'all from Texas, Cole, but either Faith Family or the dog from Texas, and they put on for Texas hard, bro. Uh, I seen Pop Fletcher in here, man, the oldest Fletcher, the dad in the building. Hey, man, Mr. Fletcher, Coach Fletcher. I don't know what type of off-season regiment you got with your. I haven't seen your youngest son play. 'Cause I didn't watch much younger 7-on-7. I was with my brother got a team, so I've been with them. But your son's footwork, his footwork in that spring game, immaculate.
He said,
Again, Deuce Fletcher's footwork. Shout out to Coach Fletcher. Shout out to his dad, the oldest Fletcher, man. Your son's footwork, his hip rotation, how he had where his eye placement is. It was immaculate. I know a kid with a powerful offer right now that don't move like that. Like I literally know a kid with an offer right now that don't move how your son was moving on the balls of his feet, bro. Like I wanted to ask the boy, was he okay? Like I wanted to ask him, bro, did your dad make you get up at 3 a.m. or something, bro? Because you stopped playing in December. I'm looking at you in May. Either you just woke up and got it, or this man got you up late at night. He got you doing something, bro. Because I'm trying to figure out how does feet, hip, and eye placement all come together in that short amount of time, because you still got to go to practice. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm just trying to figure, like, damn, bro, kid really only had like 3 months to kind of figure this out. So, man, I don't know what your regimen is, bro, but I hope you are recording this or something, bro, because, bro, you got the sauce, and you're going to have to give up that sauce one day, man. I ain't going to lie to you, man. You're going to have to give up that sauce, because I'm telling y'all, like, his footwork, and I'm gonna tell y'all something else that I seen that he did a little bit more than he did last year. Keeping his eyes downfield. Like, keeping his eyes downfield. He would roll out, and he wouldn't necessarily keep his head downfield. He'll be looking, but it wouldn't be down the field. It's kind of like he'll be looking for the hole to run through. I don't know, bro. It's the kid, bro. I sat and watched him a few times, watched this game back. I'm like, bro, this kid and got way, like, a lot better, bro. And I'm surprised he got that much growth in such a short amount of time. That's what really throws me off, man. I really don't like it. You feel what I'm saying? I'm not gonna lie to you, Fletcher. I really don't like it. You feel what I'm saying? Because you know, I like to hate, but I don't like it when y'all don't allow me to hate because you put the work in. You know what I'm saying? I really want to hate, though. I really want to hate. You feel what I'm saying? So shout out to Deuce, man. He put some work in. And see, this is why I gotta hate. Y'all see what Pop Brown said. This is why I be hating.
Hey, so look, we say didn't DMVU 12U add Beast in to their 12U this year? He says wasn't Coach Rambo DMVU 9 current coach on that staff that ended RDU streak? Isn't Coach TJ a YSC champ already? Now coaching Ferrari boys. Now that's cool.
They got champs. They got champs for sure.
That's cool, man. But until you beat the champ, and still, that's all we can go. Hey, he say King crazy. He said, Fanatic, you a 3-time national champion.
I appreciate that, man.
That's why they don't like
you. Heard what he said, didn't you? So don't ever disrespect my YNC championships. You heard what the man said.
That man called a play. Now, if y'all, listen, I would have accepted that if y'all would at least say, Fanatic, call this play.
That's crazy, bro.
See, then
plenty coaches don't call plays. It's plenty coaches don't call plays. That don't make them less of a coach, bro.
Yeah, it does to me.
It's plenty coaches.
What did you do besides stare at the players and get on the coach?
I don't gotta reveal
the coach's nerve.
My contributions to the Bessemer Tigers. I don't gotta reveal that to you, bro. Just know that there's a relationship here. There's a relationship here, dog. You feel what I'm saying? It's just gonna get bigger and better and bigger and better, bro. And just for that, it's gonna get even worse for everybody now because you just made me mad.
4 then 5. Deuce, he says Supreme on another level for AU for sure.
I gotta see it again. You gotta do it again, bro.
Frankfurt.
A lot of people can do it once. Can you do it twice? We thought Billionaire Boys was on another level.
Hey, I'm gonna ask you a question. When Bessemer won it the first time, did you say Bessemer before I actually get on board, y'all gotta win another one? No, you didn't.
Oh, but that's different.
See, it ain't nothing different.
I'm gonna tell you why.
No. Don't say it's different. Say it's that's bias.
No.
See that's bias. That's the
I
only thing
seen them. I was a Bessemer fan, which was verified last night. I was a Bessemer fan when they lost to Coach Pop. I mean, when they lost to Coach Pimp at 6U. This is back when Coach Jackson was still coaching 10U RDU, and they was going head to head out there with Sean and all of that, bro. Like I've been riding since that. Bro. So when they lost, I looked at that team, bro. And I said, oh, these little dudes gonna be special. Because when you talk about home cooking, it was some home cooking that day up there in Gwinnett. But again, I never cared because refs gonna call games. Some calls gonna be good, some calls gonna be bad. But I've been a fan since that day. 6U, they had about 13 kids, bro. They came back the next year, won. Came back the next year, won. Came back. But I was a fan when they lost because I seen the vision. God came down from the heavens and he told me in my ear. It was like the angel Gabriel. That he came and told me that this team will be the best team.
I read that.
Fanatic low key leaning towards Rebri 10. You blue, you better get out the freezer. No, I think they're gonna be good. I think they're gonna be good. But I don't think Coach Mark gets it this year, bro. Now, when we talk next year, we'll talk next year. When we talk next year, we'll talk next year. You know, as my boys begin to transition to middle school ball, we'll talk that. But 10U, I believe he gets there, but it's just not enough. It's just not enough, man. You feel what I'm saying? It's just not enough. And for the record, Coach Blue, I think you should play the game. Oh, Coach Heavy say I'm calling the play. I gotta go, man. Coach Heavy say I'm calling the play July 11th. I'm dialing it up, Ken. I'm dialing it up. I'm
Hey,
dialing it up.
all right, all right. Okay, then I will make you an honorary, right? An honorary.
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 Ain't no damn honorary. I'm on the staff. What the hell is you talking about?
Honorary. Yeah, I will make it. I will make an exception,
An
right? I
exception.
will honor you
Hey,
as a
fool.
coach for
I
Bessemer.
was I was there before all them. I was there when it was just me, Blue Heavy, and Coach Ty. What the hell is you talking about? I was there. I was there before we got a two-time MVP, national champion. I was there before him. What you mean, bruh? I was there when they was before they knew how to tie their shoes, bruh. I've been there since the purple unis. But hey, man, I appreciate y'all, man. I gotta get up out of here.
I bet, man. Hold on, I was looking at what Coach Knott was talking about. All right, man. What you say? Game go get played, man. Listen, man. I don't care about the game. Uh, stipulations and all that stuff, bro. As long as it get made and played, man. You say you gonna win the first time. Play the first time. Whatever date y'all establish that time, bro. Let it be that time, bro. Ain't nobody bigger than the next. You feel me? If y'all really want to play, make the game. He says name 7 of them. Oh, Fanatic end up leaving. Where he says where the DMV at. Hey, coach, I ain't about to be on here too long, man. I'm about to definitely hop off, man. About to definitely hop off. He says, man, shut up. He said, gang will get played. He says, where the DMV coach at? Well, I just reached out to coach. He said, Tucker, he said, what happened to brick sauce that you was going to share? He can't talk. He can't talk like that. Then not come live now. Yeah, bro. So I'm not. I probably ain't gonna have him on tonight, but definitely. I ain't had too much. I ain't had too much. So I'm about to go ahead, man, and turn it in. I was supposed to have somebody else on here, another guest as well. But that ain't gonna be the case, you know what I'm saying? So it is what it is, man. I'll see y'all Sunday, bro. About to go chill with the fam, man. Y'all be easy, bro. Hit that like button on the way out. Definitely hit that like button.